Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. There we go. Oh. Well, what I'm up to in this video is I'm going to make a bamboo crab trap, and the whole concept of this trap is unique in the sense it's going to have a floating door, okay, that goes up and down. And the idea is set it out at low tide as far as I can get out, and then when the tide comes in, the door will open up, and hopefully the crabs, they stay in the trap until the tide slowly goes out and the door shuts. There should still be a fair amount of water in the trap, like when the tide goes out, and I'm hoping they stick in there or stay in the trap, and we can do a catch and cook with crab. Right on, that's what we're up to. So let's get on it. I got a nice little spot to sit here, kind of semi in the sun. I'm going to build my crab trap out of bamboo. It'll be a little easier than cutting a bunch of poles. And I'm going to, instead of trying to tie it together with paracord, I got some wire. I'm just going to wire it all together, it'll be quicker. And I got some cutters for the bamboo. First thing I'm going to do is find a thicker piece for a frame and build a box. And like I say, it's going to be a sliding door. When the tide comes in, the door will lift open, the crab can get in there. And when the tide goes out, hopefully they continue feeding on whatever bait I'm using, and the door will close on them. So, it's a pretty simple design. So we'll get started on it. I don't think it has to be all that big, to be honest. I mean, I think if I just make it, I don't think it even has to be 2 feet long. I think I have plenty of bamboo, but there's some other stuff around if I need it. We'll just cut a bunch of pieces. These shears would sure do a number on your finger before you start cramping down, or crimping down, and keep your fingers out of the way. Okay, that's enough for my main frame. I'll get my wire together and we'll put the main frame together. I'll just see, I'm not sure if I have to maybe cut a notch for the wire maybe, but hopefully not. That seems pretty solid though. That'll be one of the sides. I had to put cross braces to try to get them square. They weren't sitting right. I haven't tied that one yet. I'm trying to keep my top and my bottom fairly much the same. And I don't think I have to go as high as I thought, or I might run out of bamboo. I think I'll only go about 10 inches high for the height. I'm just putting 4 corner posts, excuse me. I'm thinking I'm going to have to still brace it on the inside this way and this way to just keep it all square. These are not the best pliers. This will probably be a little bit tricky to get the top on without everything, well, it's not going to fall apart on me, but it's going to be awkward to tie it. We'll just keep it leaned for now, because there's so much slack in the wire to begin with until you start twisting it that nothing wants to stay in place till it's tight. Okay, well, I got my other side on, and it actually doesn't even look that bad for square. If anything, might have to go twist a bit that way, but not much, and I don't think I don't think I even have to worry about it, to be honest. I think I can just get my sides on. It's bound to get stronger as I go. And let's face it, I'm just using like a piece of bamboo to measure the pieces. And I mean, hey, this looks pretty square to me. Like, I'm not going to really worry too much about putting a cross member, because I think by the time I get the sides, it's going to be plenty strong. Okay, so I'm getting there. I've got one side, well, two sides actually, the back, one side done. I still have my door and the top and bottom. I would say I'm maybe halfway through the project, okay? It's taking time, tying it all together. One thing I will say is it's really getting sturdy now. Like it doesn't even move anymore. It's so lightweight. Like there's nothing to the weight. I think this idea is going to work. So, finish it up, and then tomorrow we're going to have to try to get it in the ocean so we can try it out. Right on. I think I even mentioned it in the video, and then I forgot to do it. I don't know why. I've got to take these front pieces off and move them back, because I need this top piece longer, bottom piece longer, and something I didn't do, otherwise it'd work the way it is these two front ones should have been longer, like twice the height of the trap. So I cut a couple of willow branches, well, 4. I need 2 on each side to guide the door up and down when it floats. I really got busy doing it and didn't even do that. I don't know, sometimes I just forget to do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, let's make some changes. I'm going to notch my main pole for the bamboo to make it sturdy where the door is. Okay, I need about 3 inches on lower, upper bamboo. Even if I go there. Okay, that'll work. I moved this all back so that I've got these long pieces, bottom, top. Put the longer poles there. I need 2 more. Wider than this board, this is going to be the float for the door, okay? And when it goes up, I'll put a couple of top pieces between the 2 poles at the top so it only comes so high. And by then the door will be open. Crabs go in, eat the food, tide goes out, door comes down. So I'm working on the door. Still going to put a few pieces on the bottom side at least. Like I say, I don't think I need it on the top. Maybe around the edge, 1 row. Still not quite done, but I'm getting somewhere. I actually feel like I'm getting somewhere. It's sturdy. And not only that, but they're not going to get out of these little gaps I got. And I think this is going to work. This little piece of cedar, I'm pretty happy with the work I put into it. And hopefully you're enjoying the build. But it'll even be better when we get a crab in there. Right on. Well, I built my door. Just got to attach it to my floating piece of cedar. Put my other thing on. This slides nice in here. Okay. I just got to put a piece at the top so it can only go so high, so the door doesn't float away on us. And attach that to there. I don't know, I had it one way. Might not be quite right. Maybe it's this way. Yeah, that's flatter. And then it just fits in our slot there. So that's the last couple things to do, and then wait for the next high tide and get this thing working. It's gonna work, man. It'll be cool. I got a couple of guides that I put in here. I still got to put one at the top maybe. I just want to make sure. I came to this lake that's got a dock here because I want to submerge it evenly and make sure that the door isn't jamming up or twisting too far sideways. It's kind of what I'm up to here. I mean, see, it's already jamming there somewhere. I see where it's jamming. Just gonna have to play around maybe with the door, so it's good that I got a place I can test it out. I split my top board, took a chunk off it. When it hits here, we'll stop the door too. I don't have to put a piece at the top to stop the door. This will stop it. So, attach a piece here so it's sliding better in between my two front posts there. So, let's do that. Okay, I got my door in there and it's sliding better now. Now, you know, the water obviously is going to come up at a level thing. I got to try to keep the trap level itself. But I mean, it should float properly. Let's go test it out. Okay, I put the trap in the water and the whole trap does float, so I know that I need weight. Just put it in gently. There we go, look. Door comes up, stops, goes down. See, it's working. Perfect. I think we're ready to go. Okay, so we've got low tide and I can see pools of water here. And I want to set, because it's low tide, my trap down where the door is shut. So it opens and shut. Perfect timing. Finally, we're ready to use the trap. Give you a view here. And there should be crab wandering through the rocks down there when the tide comes in, I'm assuming. Lots of rocks to weight the trap down and put around the edge of them. Careful, thing. I gotta put rocks around the edge. Put the door on, throw the bait in, and I don't think they're gonna crawl the sides, you guys, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Well, the tide is definitely coming in and the door should be floating fairly soon, but I can't really reach the trap to tie my bait, so I'll probably have to just try to get it in there. There. Actually, the door is coming up on it, so that's good. Yeah, the door is open like 2 inches. It should work. I see little crabs all over here. There's little hermit crabs and tiny Dungeness all through the weeds and the rocks here. So hopefully there's bigger ones that come in. I see starfish over there too. Well, we'll leave it overnight and see what happens. That's all we can do. I've just seen the door move about another inch higher. Just want to check on the door, but the door is basically completely up now, maybe ½ an inch to go. I already see these little hermit crabs trying to get in the cage to go after the bait. Now hopefully a bigger one doesn't grab the whole steak and just take off with it. Hopefully they just stay in there and eat it. But it's interesting. Well, I see a bigger crab over there, maybe like 3 inches long or wide. Not a keeper, but there's bigger ones coming in with this tide, so we might get lucky, guys. That'd be great. Just going down to check the crab trap. I've got a measuring stick with me, but let's go see if there's anything in there first. I got 2 in there, but I'll tell you what's happening is the tide's coming up and the door's opening. I got to put a rock on it or they're going to get out before I even get a chance to measure them. Boy, I hit the tide a little late. Now I got to figure out how to get them out without losing them. Well, let me see. You see, I didn't put the sticks on the bottom either. So if I lift the trap, they're just going to get out that way too. So it's a bit of a dilemma. Well, I might have to go right in the water here. Doesn't want to let go of the door. And then I got another one that's right at the bottom, and he's trying to get out the bottom of the trap. Okay, hold on. See, he's got his legs grabbing the bottom of the trap, but he won't let go. Huh. Oh boy. I just don't feel like getting soaking wet. Or pinched. Oh well, I just gotta get wet. I waited too long for the tide. Okay, there's one. It's a male. Got my measuring stick. Haha, he's about half an inch too small. And the big guy's trying to get out the door again. So I gotta go for him now. Well, I'm just gonna get wet. I don't want this bigger guy to get out because I'm pretty sure he'll be good. This guy's gotta be big enough. Oh, I almost had him. Oh, he doesn't want to let go of stuff. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Boy, oh yeah. Whoop, almost got me again. This guy is an inch bigger than he has to be. So he is a male. I've just seen. So he's coming home. Oh, that was an ordeal. I'll leave the trap till tomorrow. Now that I've got it weighted down, it'll be okay. Oh, we got dinner. We got dinner. Oh, nice one. Well, we didn't get skunked, and the crab trap came through. I don't really want to grab them. It's pretty upset. I almost got bit twice. That hurts when you get bit by those guys. I'm gonna have to come back for the trap because now it's too deep where it is again. Just about lost them. The door was starting to open and they were pushing on it a bit, so wouldn't have been much longer and they would have been out of there. Okay, well, we'll go and get this guy cooked up somewhere, and that'll be a successful experimental trap. Right on. When you're cooking crab, it's always best to use salt water to boil them with. That's a little tip. Well, we're going to get a fire going for our crab. It was sure nice to get one, at least. I've got some grass, some bracken fern, and I shaved off some cedar. You know, something I did do, which I'm pretty happy about, is I replaced my original ferro rod with another 1/2 inch piece, 1/2 inch thick, threaded it to my original handle, and I had this for 10 years. It's the original one from Patagonia, and I can't imagine how many hundreds of fires in 10 years that this ferro rod started. Now, what a difference, okay? Like, I'm going to try to start this fire from a foot away instead of like 2 inches away. Let's see how we do. Because I know that with this thick and long of a ferro rod, it's usually okay. So I'm going to stay back about a foot. Look at that. Foot away, you guys. And there we go. Just going to try to find a spot for the pot. That might work just fine right there. And like I say, I'm using seawater just because that's the best way to go. Get this boiling, and I'm looking forward to that crab. Success with the trap, you guys. I mean, yeah, one was too small, but man, I love it when you build something and you have success with it. It's very satisfying. Doesn't matter if it's a shelter or a trap or a fishing set line. I mean, I just enjoy it. So we'll get this water boiling, get our crab done. Me and Finn are going to camp out. I see some hammock trees that are good for me. Also, it's springtime. So next video, we're going to do some foraging. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Well, unfortunately, it's time for him to go in. And water's boiling. So about 15 minutes and we'll be eating some crab. Gonna set my hammock up in the meantime. And just get ready for a nice relaxing evening. And this is all I need to eat. I've got some food for Finn. Right, Finn? Got some treats for Finn. And this will be good. Pretty sure it's done here. Those handles are pretty hot though. That's all right. There, it's off. Let the handles cool and I'll clean it. It's got to cool down anyway. Yeah, they're too hot. Well, it's just about bedtime. It's getting dark here, but I really want to try this crab. Trust me, I will eat the whole thing. Let's see what it's like here. Wow, I know it's pretty good. Nice big chunk from the leg. Wow. It's so good. You know, I could just about live on crab. I like all seafood, lobster, scallops, oysters, I can't think of a seafood I don't like. But leave a comment. What is your favorite seafood? Everybody's got their favorite. To me, I really would have to choose Dungeness crab, which we got in our homemade floating door crab trap. I'm going to finish this crab up, obviously. But thanks for watching. Keep the bell on. And we'll see you on the next one. Okay, I'm here visiting someone I'm sure you're all going to recognize. There's my buddy Steve.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Wallis. And just having a look at his little tent from his last video here. Just going to kind of show me what he was up to.
Yeah, it's we really didn't know what we were doing, but we had to throw together a drivable tent, obviously, and it's very torquey and dangerous. It doesn't steer well.
Needs a wheel alignment. That's what you were saying in the video.
There's a few different problems. Yeah, we worked with a little go-kart kit. So the steering assembly and stuff is not designed for a drivable tent. It's designed for a go-kart frame.
Right.
Our spacing is off, so the steering's all over the place, and it's very, very terrifying.
Needs some refining.
A little bit. There's potential here.
For sure.
You gonna take it for a spin, Greg?
I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, you guys, we've been having a great visit here. Been hanging out for a few days with Steve and Lindsay and the gang here. It's been great. But we're talking about some plans in the future. Just wanted to give you an update. We're talking ideas. We're not going to discuss them or give them away on this video. But me and Steve will be doing something this summer, some kind of adventure, right, Steve?
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't get enough.
And it should be good. So stay tuned. Sometime this year, we're going to get out and do something spectacular. Right on.
We'll try.
We'll try.